When the last kid got off, the driver locked the doors, glanced at me in the mirror, and said, "Now it's just us, exactly how he wanted it." The lock thunked shut, and every hair on my arm stood up. I walked to the front and asked why he'd blown past my stop. He said the road was flooded and he was taking the long way around. That was a lie. It hadn't rained in a week. But I sat back down anyway, telling myself I was being paranoid. Then he rolled past the turn for my street, and the next one. "You missed it again," I said. He didn't even blink. He just kept driving with this calm little smile, like he'd done this 100 times before. I pulled out my phone to call my dad, and that's when I realized my hands were shaking. 1 bar of signal. I texted my best friend Jonah 3 words: "Something is wrong." Then I did the thing my dad drilled into me after the break-in on our street last year. I opened my phone, shared my live location with both Jonah and my dad, started a voice recording, and slid the phone face down under my thigh. If this went bad, somebody was going to hear every second of it. "Put the phone away," the driver said, eyes still on the road. "It won't help you out here." I asked him what he wanted. He laughed softly and started listing things he had no business knowing. That my dad worked nights at the plant and wouldn't be home until 11. That I had a science fair on Thursday. That our spare key sat under the cracked flower pot on the back steps. Each fact landed like a stone in my stomach. "How do you know all that?" I whispered. "Because I was told everything about you," he said, "for weeks." This wasn't random. Someone had handed this man my entire life on a piece of paper. I begged him to let me go. He shook his head, almost gentle about it. "I just drive, I don't decide." Then his phone buzzed in the cup holder and he answered on speaker without thinking. A voice filled the bus. Warm, familiar, the kind of voice that had told me, "Great work today," 100 times. "Is the package with you?" it asked. My whole body went cold. I knew that voice. It was Mr. Alder, my after-school tutor. The man my dad trusted so much he'd given him a key to our house, so I'd never come home to an empty one. The man who had sat at our kitchen table 3 days a week for 2 years. "Right here," the driver said. "Good," Mr. Alder said. "The father's settlement clears at midnight. Keep them quiet until then." And just like that, every piece snapped into place. The scholarship application Mr. Alder had me fill out last month. The one with questions about my dad's bank, his work schedule, our address, who picked me up, and exactly when. I'd handed all of it to him myself, smiling, because I trusted him completely. He hadn't been tutoring me. He'd been studying me. My dad had just gotten a settlement from the machine accident at the plant, and the number was big, and Mr. Alder knew it down to the dollar, because I was the one who told him. The driver took a corner hard and my phone slid out from under my leg. Screen up, still recording, still bleeding my location into the dark. I prayed Jonah was watching. We rolled onto a gravel access road behind the old freight yard.